To be honest, man, like I've enjoyed like the whole process, even with the curriculum stuff. I think it's so informative, like because it's so important to really understand and really break down numbers and the more you do it, it like you said, you always say it becomes repetitive and you just it'll just you just become better at it. So I love the curriculum. I mean this is one of the easiest curriculums I've ever seen in terms of like you guys breaking it down to like in layman's terms, like anybody can do this. And yeah, you keep us informative. You have the weekly calls where we can present stuff if we have a deal. And even today with the prop stream, I thought that was informative. Like that's our next step is really to start breaking down deals and analyzing them, and again, just getting better at understanding deals.
It's like two or three math problems, right? So we all
Yeah.
grew up learning math, like it's two or three, bro. All you gotta do is remember two or three
Hmm.
formulas, and you can do this whole real estate game. Honestly, it's like
Yeah.
very, very simple, especially if you're disciplined to stay within those formulas. Which for us, that kind of segues into the deal. I mean, all we're doing, guys, is everything that we're teaching you, but then we're just using those same strategies and bringing them to you in the
Hmm.
form of a partnership. Like we're not doing
And,
anything special. We're doing the same things that we're teaching you and
yep.
how we evaluate, and then just bringing them to you as an opportunity.
Yeah. And so for us, like, yes, we're gonna grasp this concept, and yes, eventually the plan is to have our whole foundation, our whole business, like to where, we have our own thing going. But I think where we are in our lives, it makes the most sense. Like this is what we always wanted. Like, hey, if we have the funds, we want to partner with somebody that has their skin in the game to also learn, but also, make money as we go. You know what I mean? So,
That's why we call
um,
it earn while you learn, man. No one ever takes advantage of the entire program the way you guys have in regards to earning while you learn, right? People who are
mhm,
typically invested or get their first deal as fast as you guys have, they're not as engaged in the curriculum or on the
right.
call as you are, right? And vice versa. The people who are going super hard at learning and getting information and resources that we provide, they either don't have the funds to invest or they just don't
Hmm.
because they just want to do it on their own. They don't understand the power of having your money in an asset and working for you while you can go and kind of trade your time for money, right? Earned income,
Yeah.
learning, building your systems, creating a foundation for yourself. And that's why it's designed that way.
What you said today when I asked the question of like timing, right, for the 6 unit versus the whatever other ones you have coming up, you're like, doesn't exist if it's not real. And if you're not going to take the step and don't even, but like, that's, I think, the push that we need to sometimes, because sometimes if it has a tendency to like, well, what if we do this, 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 and this? But then what if it's this, 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 and this? But what if it's kind of like, and you'll be sitting there in circles forever. And then
It'll,
until
it'll
you like
become
do like that,
analysis
that's the one
paralysis.
sentence that I was like, yep, okay. Like that's all I needed to hear.
Yeah, like we're literally worried about something that doesn't exist yet. So it's like, yeah, like I mean, listen, the biggest thing for investors, especially new ones, we did the same thing. It's like you're nervous about a deal that you just invested in because you're not sure if it's as good as the one that might come that literally doesn't exist yet. And when you say it that way, it's like, I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, you're never going to close a deal that way if you're always thinking the next one's going to be better. You got to have your buy box. You got to have what you're looking to do, which you guys had. You had your goals, you had an amount of money you wanted to invest, and you had an ROI you wanted to achieve. So the minute you joined the program and there was an opportunity like that, there's nothing to talk about. You just jump onto it. When you make your money back from that one, you do the same thing again. Because half the battle in this game is time. It's timing.
Yeah.
You could wait a whole year and then get a home run at the end of the year and still not make as much as somebody who took action on smaller deals that entire year.
Yeah.
It ends up being the same thing, right? You want to make sure you have your money working in a property and not getting beat up by inflation and everything else that's going on right now.
For me, I think having that one-on-one with you to begin with, that set the tone, and like it allowed us to trust this whole process. And I think that 5K is super affordable. I'm sorry. That 5K is super affordable. Like I know other companies out there that are charging 15, 20K easily for what you guys are bringing to the table and what you guys are teaching with the curriculum. So that 5K was like a no-brainer because it's like, wait a minute, you're actually teaching me the right way to go about and do, and find deals and create your whole brand and business. I was like, 5K. I was like, yeah, no problem. Here you go. That to me, right off the bat, like that was super affordable. And then like when you mentioned like how you can learn and earn, I was like, wait, what? I don't have to finish the curriculum to actually jump in and invest my money? Like that's a green light. Let's go. So I think that's the thing. I think people are scared. They think they have to finish the curriculum before they invest, where if you have the money, like you said, if there are deals coming up, don't pass on the deal just because you're not done with the curriculum. Like you can earn while you learn.
Even outside of the program, that's what we teach. It's like partner your way to investing in real estate. If you don't have the experience, partner with someone who does. If you don't have the money, partner with someone who does. If you don't have the systems, partner with someone who does. It's really that simple. So in you guys' case, it was just a matter of, hey, we have the money, you have the systems, you have the property, you have the opportunity. Let's partner while we learn over here.
That was definitely it for us. Or I'm going to say, like, we didn't have the infrastructure, and we don't, right? Like, we're not there yet. We're probably not that close to being there yet. But the fact that you guys did, because Phil's been talking about doing out of state stuff for a long time, and I'm like, we had no one. Like, we're gonna just get some contractor that doesn't know us, and he's gonna like completely take advantage of us and everything else. So that's the other thing too. Again, it's that yes, you have to go out of your comfort zone, but you have to have a little bit of trust, like, and comfort in some of this. The structure of it and the relationships for me was really what said, okay, we can make this work.
I appreciate the positive feedback from you guys.
So you guys are very responsive. I appreciate that. I'm that person who doesn't, has an empty inbox. Like, I like to read, respond, like that's how I function. So it's nice to know that we would, like, our questions wouldn't be lingering out there again for significant investments. Even if it's smaller, it doesn't matter. So wiring, we had some hiccups in terms of just like getting the money there, because again, I'm not used to transferring that much money. So that was a learning experience. But now that I know, it's kind of like the next one should be a little bit easier. So in terms of that, signing up was easy. The form was easy. It's not like this cumbersome thing that you got to like sludge through like that. It was very straightforward, easy to do. The information provided about the deal, I thought was thorough, Phil, unless you have thought otherwise. But yeah, your resources I thought were very good in terms of, and even just with information and in time of providing information, I thought.
No, I mean, and for us, you see, I mean, this face right here is the why. You gotta have the why, and I mean, I'm a risk taker. You know what I mean? So I've I've always been like that, and like Lauren's like, oh my gosh, you're crazy. Like, scared money doesn't make any money. So
They don't.
I'm a risk taker. I'm all about it.
So Art, that's saying something. The fact that he got me on board to be like, okay, fine, we're gonna
exactly.
do this.
And like I said, the curriculum is like one of the best that I've seen thus far in terms of like breaking everything down into really simple terms. It's huge. So we appreciate that.
Really cool, man. I appreciate the feedback, seriously. And yeah, let's make some money. I mean, on this next deal, just feel free if you ever are like, well, let's take a trip to go see it. Feel free, and I'll meet you guys there. Let's just make some money and on to the next one.
Sounds good.
That's it. We appreciate it. Thanks, Art.
Thanks, Art.